If you've cut the cable TV cord, or maybe you're just thinking about it, there are legitimate reasons to be frustrated right now. Streaming? Well, it's kind of a mess. Prices for the live TV streaming services to replace cable, they just keep going up. There have been high-profile carriage disputes, even a blackout between Disney and YouTube TV. And outside of sports, the overall quality of content on broadcast and cable TV networks, it's going in the wrong direction. Look, all the reasons why you cut the cord are still valid, but even though a lot of people hate their cable companies, I've been getting more comments like this from people who say they're considering going back to cable. And to my surprise, there's this recent study from TiVo. It says a greater share of cord cutters are going back to a traditional TV service. I haven't had a traditional cable plan in about 15 years. So when I saw that TiVo study, I started to wonder if maybe I'm the one who's missing something here. Does it make sense to go back to cable? Well, here's what I found out. All right, so let's get to it. I'm going to begin on Xfinity's website. You see a handful of TV plans available here. I can tell right away that a few of them are just not a good value. An overpriced plan with just locals and a bloated bundle way over $100 a month. But this plan here, Sports and News TV, is the one that really stood out to me, and you're about to see why. This isn't a traditional cable TV plan. Basically, it is a skinny streaming bundle just sold from a cable provider. But what about all those cable gotchas? Well, that's what I wanted to find out next. The first thing I confirmed is promising, because aside from taxes, the price you see is the price you pay. You won't find a separate broadcast TV or sports surcharge for this plan, and there's no contract required. And rental equipment is available, but it's optional. I will say, as I went through building my cart, it takes multiple clicks to opt out of the equipment, so I guess they really still want you to pay for that. But as long as you bundle with internet service, I've confirmed that you can skip the cable box. You'll just watch through the Xfinity Stream app on a third-party device. Okay, so not perfect, but so far, this does sound a lot more like streaming than cable. Wouldn't you agree? We'll see if that keeps up. When I scroll down Xfinity's website, you see it compares this plan to live TV streaming services, YouTube TV and Hulu Live. The numbers here are a little bit out of date, but there is a slight savings with Xfinity. And why is that? Well, you got to keep in mind, you are getting fewer channels with this Xfinity plan. About 50 of them, mainly broadcast networks, plus cable, sports, and news. So it's not an oversized bundle full of channels that nobody watches. It covers the basics, and I think pretty well. Now, you can get this TV plan standalone, but bundling it with an internet plan is going to make the most sense. After all, it is streaming, and you need internet to stream. And if you've watched my channel before, you may have heard me talk about Xfinity's new plans with a 5-year price guarantee. Equipment included, unlimited data, and no contract. So no more gotchas. This is the cheapest option where I live, 300 megabits per second, $55 a month with autopay and the paperless discount. And with this deal, they're also throwing in a year of mobile phone service for a single line. So take a look at what we got. For this Xfinity cart, the regular price total is $125 a month for the TV bundle and internet. That can change at any time, and there may also be limited time deals. The only thing extra are taxes, and those vary depending on where you live. Nobody broke up with their cable company because they were paying a price like that, $125 a month for TV and internet. Some of you may have been paying double that price. So while this plan isn't really the best for me, I can see how it is best for someone, and it's not a bad deal at all. The fact that this option exists shows that the cable companies are on the defensive, and they're trying to show that they're all in on streaming too. All right, so in areas where there is no Xfinity, you may have Spectrum cable available, and it's leaning into streaming in a different way. The service is still marketing traditional cable TV plans at pretty high prices. Most of these here have 3 digits, starting at over $100 a month. But here's that difference with Spectrum. It's worked out deals with content partners to include streaming apps with your subscription. HBO Max, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Peacock, more here too. Not all streaming services, though. I don't see Prime Video or Netflix listed here. So this one's a convenience play. Live TV and standalone apps on one bill. Will it actually save you any money? For most people, I don't think so. Who really has time for a big bundle and all these services too? Here it says $100 a month in value, but you're only getting that value if you use every single app. And of course, that figure is based on the regular pricing for the apps, and many people never pay full price for streaming because they wait for deals. To me, Spectrum's approach is more about simplicity than actual savings. I'm going to talk about the big picture and what's really going on here. This shifting landscape, the TV competition from streaming services, and internet competition from phone companies. It's forcing the cable companies to be a lot more competitive. The fact is, they're losing both TV and internet customers, so they're doing whatever they can to win your business back, particularly on the internet side. And I know for a lot of you, it's just too little, too late. I get it, but I certainly wouldn't blame viewers like this one for getting cable again. TV and internet, only $122 a month. Now, if you are considering going back to cable, don't do it because you're nostalgic for the way that TV used to be. What I've shown today proves that even these cable companies have recognized streaming is here to stay. It's never a bad time to reevaluate your setup, so here's what I do. First, add up what you pay for streaming TV and internet. You may want to throw in mobile phone too, if you would consider getting that from a cable provider. This becomes the number that you want to beat. Second, think about how much you're actually watching live TV now. Plans that include broadcast, sports, and cable news networks are always going to be the most expensive, no matter where you get them. And as long as you have a big bundle, expect a price increase about every year. And third, to avoid renting equipment, make sure that your cable company's app is available on your smart TV or streaming device. Don't give them any more money than you have to. And fourth, remember why you canceled cable in the first place. These companies are evolving, but they haven't changed their ways completely, so you always want to read the fine print before you sign up for any TV plan. I just went through all that myself while putting together this video, and I don't see myself going back to cable anytime soon. For me, streaming still wins on price and flexibility. I'm okay rotating streaming services to save money. I've got reliable 5G home internet service, and I pay only $25 a month for my phone plan. Let me know in the comments what you think about what I shared today, and if you've considered going back to cable. Thanks for watching.